So this one is a little bit bizarre to me. This was written yesterday by Catherine Lawton for the Daily Mail. And it says here the Archbishop of Canterbury says Kate Middleton conspiracy theories are nothing more than old fashioned village gossip as Keir Starmer urges public to butt out and let the Princess of Wales rest. Oh, Lord have mercy. I've started to follow a woman, what is her name? Fumi something, a very unusual last name. Hilarious. I just love the way she laughs. And I'm like, someone in the world laughs even more dramatically than I do. I love the way she laughs. She could be like my sister or like my aunt. No, she can't be my aunt. No. She could be my cousin, my sister or my cousin. Um, so okay, I digress. So the Archbishop of Canterbury has weighed in. I find this bizarre, and I'll tell you why. Also, the Keir Starmer, he's the opposition leader to Richie Sunak. Am I wrong? I don't know anything about their politics. I know that, they're all up there in the politics, and Richie came out and said, get behind the princess. And I know they have all these political things going on. So it's like this Keir Starmer steps in and says, butt out and let her rest. Bizarre. Why is this bizarre? Well, like I said yesterday, I have drunk the Kool-Aid, right? And I accept that the person in the video yesterday or the day before over the weekend was Kate. I accept that was Kate, right? Did you see that person in that video that they put out on Kate at the farm? Did you see the level of energy that woman had? The health oozing from her hair, her ears, her nose, her legs, everything, the energy. She on her best day for the past 15 years, Kate has never had more energy than that. Right? Never. So when you are Keir Starmer and when you are the Archbishop of Canterbury and you come out the day after we see the Princess of Wales with more energy than she has ever had, and you tell us to butt out and let her rest, I start scratching my head because then I'm like, this is the Twilight Zone. I'm not understanding something, right? Because, I mean, well, maybe she does need to rest after because she was speed walking, really. But I mean, if you have the energy to speed walk like that, I mean, you don't really need a lot of rest. I mean, you are a whippersnapper. You are young. I mean, you want to talk about energy. I mean, okay, you can rest for an hour or two. But this idea that a politician with so much more to do in his life for the country coming out to admonish people to let the Princess of Wales rest when the Princess of Wales have never been better. It's like telling me, it's like somebody saying to me, let me rest. And I don't have half the energy of that young woman, that whippersnapper that we saw in that video. I don't need any rest. I need to get my ass up and out, right? I need to go walk and run like the Princess of Wales. Because if you saw the fat I am lugging around here, I don't need rest. It's like them telling me to get rest. I don't need any rest. I don't need any rest. I need to get out there and be more like the Princess of Wales. It's total more bizarre. But for me, it's also bizarre the level of people in the British society who are literally coming out to try to influence people's opinion about a woman who has completely recuperated. The Archbishop of Canterbury has stepped into this now. Now he steps in? And not in January when she first came out of the hospital, reportedly after abdominal surgery. Now that she's better, like I said, I drank the Kool-Aid. That was Kate. Hashtag that was Kate, right? And I think if the Sussex squad starts to cover it like that, you see, you have to understand my strategy here, right? You have to understand my strategy because they think we are stupid. Okay, then play along. Let's play along. Let us all play along. Hashtag that was Kate. You know, I had people coming on lambasting me for saying I drank the Kool-Aid. They don't understand the way my brain works. Now I have to tell them my secret. Sometimes the way you get to the truth is to let the liar think you believe them. Right? Play along. That was Kate. So that's Kate. What in the name of all that is Jesus is the Archbishop of Canterbury talking about? I never trusted the Archbishop of Canterbury. Never trusted him. And you know what? I say that with all due respect. But you know what? At 19, after a very hyper-religious upbringing, I started to see religious people in a very different way. And it's sort of just gone downhill. You know, I can't seem to, it's not, look, I still believe in what I believe in, but my salvation, my my spiritual life has nothing to do with anything that these types of people say anymore because they are full of ish. What does that even mean? Keisha says that all the time, ish. I don't know what it means. It's like woke. For a very long time, I'm like, what does this even mean? What's woke? Now I'm like, what's ish? You know, these people, they come up with all these words. Then these words become a part of the vernacular of the society at large. They start in, you know, in certain communities, and then they become the vernacular of the society at large. But sometimes others in the society twist the meaning. They take it away. They wrestle the word away, or they wrestle the fashion, or you know, a lot of things that start in certain communities. Excuse me. Quickly become mainstream, and then people with more sort of social power wrestle it away and twist it to mean something that they say. You know, like woke. Woke has now come to mean shut up, I don't want to hear your truth, right? Whereas woke was supposed to be, now I finally understand my truth. They have turned it into shut up, I don't care about your truth. That's what woke now means. Shut up, right? It is speech censorship that is equivalent to bigotry, in my opinion. But I digress. So now you have the Canterbury guy. I don't trust these types of people. And, you know, I lost respect for the Archbishop of Canterbury around the time that Meghan and Harry got married. No. At the time when they did the Oprah Winterview. The Winterview. They did the Oprah the Oprah interview. And Meghan, I guess, you know, had a lapse in judgment and disclosed that she and Harry had had a private, what is the word in English? They had a private ceremony. Oh my God, I need to go to the doctor with this. This is like a problem. My memory is like, they had a private ceremony where the Archbishop of Canterbury officiated, right? And I believe Meghan. Meghan would never have lied about that. I mean, it would be so just insane and unnecessary, right? She slipped and she told us that, in fact, they had a private ceremony before the wedding. Of course it happened. And he did officiate. It is my opinion and firm belief, Archbishop, that it's true. And he came out and led everybody to believe that Meghan is a liar. I don't remember his exact quote, but he did not confirm what she said to be true. He left everyone to believe that what she said was untrue. And at the time and in the context in which he did this, I was completely disgusted with the Archbishop of Canterbury. And I say it with all due respect, Archbishop, right? Archbishop. I say it with all due respect. Because you're not supposed to speak against the Archbishop any more than you speak against the Pope, right? Or a priest or a Monsignor or whatever, right? I understand that. But since I was 19 years old, I realized that these people are very, very flawed. And some of them are very, very corrupt. Now, I'm not saying that the Archbishop of Canterbury is corrupt, but I do find it very curious, his timing coming out now when the Princess of Wales has completely recovered. She was at a farm with her husband. Again, I drank the Kool-Aid. I have to. At this point, everybody, let's just drink the Kool-Aid. That was Kate. Hashtag that was Kate, right? And this man is now going to come out with the opposition leader, Keir Starmer. I wonder who contacted them from Kensington Palace to tell the nation and the world to let her rest. This woman does not need any rest. She needs to go to a track and field and run off some of that energy. Rest. What are you talking about? Now you're really stirring the pot, Archbishop of Canterbury. With all due respect, right? The man of the cloth. With all due respect, right? With all respect that is due, sir, I believe nothing you have to say. The Queen was the head of the Church of England. Look at what she allowed to happen to Harry and Meghan with your assistance. Taking us all to hell is what y'all are doing. Leading us astray, which is why all of this is happening. All of you now coming out of the woodwork is what is supposed to happen, right? Because you're a part of it, sir. You are a part of it, sir. And there is a higher authority than all of you, sir. Lying to people, misleading people. There's a higher authority. Now you've exposed yourself as being a part of the problem. Yes, hashtag that was Kate. If that was Kate, what in the name of Jesus are you talking about? Let her rest. That woman we saw in that video does not need rest.